Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you a little story about how my best friend Laura and I met. We met each other when we were like 5, the first day of kindergarten. We were in the same kindergarten class and we went to elementary school together for like kindergarten through second grade, and then I got redistricted to um, another school called Prairie Trace, but that never stopped our friendship. Laura and I were in brownies together, Girl Scouts together. We um, we did a neighborhood swim team together. Um, we when we were growing up, I would always spend the night at her house, and her mom would always give us Diet Coke for breakfast, and we would just when I would spend the night at her house, we would have like popcorn, and we would like watch movies and like pull like all nighters and watch movies and just hang out and stuff. And I would literally be at her house for like a weekend. Sometimes like I would never want to go home, and Laura and I, after elementary school, we went to junior high together. We'd go to like dances together, school dances, and hang out. We didn't really hang out with the same group of people, but we were still like best friends. And when Laura and I were growing up, my sister and my family liked to make home movies all the time. So, Laura and her sister Kristen would come over and we would make home movies together and just constantly laugh. And Laura and I, half the time, we would get in trouble by my sister because my sister was always like the director of the show, and yeah, and but I felt like to be honest, like when Laura and I were growing up in kindergarten, like she was I knew she was gonna be my best friend because she was kind of like my protector. She wouldn't let anything like bad happen to me or anything, and um, she just would always constantly like look out for me on the playground and make sure I was okay. We did when I was at Woodbrook. We did track and field together, and track and field day together, and we'd have like in elementary school we would have these things called specials, and since we were in the same class, we would go to specials together. We would always like sit together at lunch. She would always like help me with lunch, like help me go through the line and stuff. And she my mom has this on video. She came to my like first I had all my friends from kindergarten over for a birthday party, and she was like sitting next to me, like holding my hand, and she wouldn't leave my side. And we played like pin the tail and the donkey, and it was fun. And also when we were growing up, her aunt always reminds me of this story. Always tells me this story when I see her. But apparently, Laura invited me for one of her birthday parties, when we were growing up in elementary school. And anyways, her mom got a parachute, and I got my hand stuck under the parachute somehow, and her Aunt Sally like helped me, so we always talk about that all the time. But yeah, Laura and I would always play like hotel growing up at my house. Like we would pretend my house was a hotel, and we'd like take reservations, and my sisters and brothers would play with us, and yeah, we just have a lot of like good memories together. There's never a dull moment with Laura and I. She loves to ride on the back of my chair and even sit on my lap and drive my chair. She still does that, and we're like 30 years old. Don't worry about it. It's okay. That's how we roll. That's how our friendship rolls. But yeah, she's a wonderful friend, and like, there was one, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. There was one, like, winter where it was like super cold, and we were going out to lunch, and we were going to Wolfie's, my brother-in-law's restaurant, and we were getting lunch, and she like pretended to like lock me in the car, and when we got home, she made this like tweet about how she's like the awkward moment when you lock your best friend Molly in the car, and I was like, you are so weird, like, who are you, like. But we have like so many good memories together. Like I said, we were on swim team together. We pretty much do everything together. We still keep in touch today. She lives downtown, and she is married, and she has a bulldog named Harriet. And yes, over Halloween, we got Harriet a hot dog costume at Target, and so that was fun. But we always like keep in touch and like get dinner or lunch or whatever, and we just talk about all the things about life and growing up together, and we constantly laugh. There's never a moment where we're not laughing. But yeah, Laura is definitely a really wonderful friend of mine, and I feel like she's one of my friends that we will be friends for life. She's just great, and she makes me laugh. So that's a little bit about Laura and I. Another fact about us, when we were in elementary school together, we would always get in trouble when we were in kindergarten because we'd always be talking during like gym class or like just like class in general, and yeah. So we just have some really good times together, and we still do. Whenever we get together, it's like we never like left each other. We pick up right where we left off. So yeah, and yeah. So that's a little bit about Laura and I's friendship. Like I said, we've been best friends ever since the first day of kindergarten. So yeah. So we've been through a lot of crazy adventures together. I love her. She's great. She makes me laugh. She's hilarious. So if you guys want to hear any more crazy stories about my friends and I and what we do, please give this video a like, smash that like button, and smash that subscribe button, because you never know what kind of crazy friend stories I will have coming up next. So, tune in for the next episode, and I will see you guys later. Bye.